Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Where Is This Going? I am Hunter Miles, your host. Where Is This Going? A podcast about artists you may not know now, but hopefully will soon grow to appreciate at the very least. Today, we are joined by a band. The whole thing, the whole shebang from, I would say Grand Rapids, but we're just going to say West Michigan, basically GR. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Nordy. The Nordy. The Nordies. Nordy 41.
Thank you for that.
That's great.
We have Alex. Oh, I'm going to butcher your last name already. Yeomans?
Yeoman's like, yo, man.
Like Yeomans.
Like, yo, man, get my last name right.
But why is the E there?
Oh,
We'll come back to it.
okay. Put it back.
Matthew Nordhoff.
Nailed it.
Okay, I didn't actually know if that was your last name.
No.
And Matthew
100%.
Loveless.
The Hoff.
The Hoff. We have the Hoff and Loveless.
Mm-hmm.
Without love. Matthew without love.
See,
Matthew
I'm
with love. And then Alex. Now, do you feel just like out of place?
No, because you were just talking about how interesting my name was, that I had an E in it.
Yeah, but didn't you realize how I then became enamored with their names being the same thing?
All I
Completely
noticed
forgot
was-
about your last name. I am very glad to have you guys here. I just moved it way too close to my face. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thank you for
Really
having us.
appreciate
This
it.
is super
Yeah,
cool.
thanks for having us. It's
Yeah.
great.
Of course. Nordy, you can find them on Spotify. They don't yet have a group Instagram or Twitter. And you know what? Who cares? They don't need it. But you can follow them each individually, and maybe we'll give you their handles. But for now, look them up on Spotify, and you can find their Bandcamp. That's nordy.bandcamp. Wait, is it nordy.bandcamp.com?
That's
Oh,
it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm so
Nailed it.
good. I saw it once. Any Jew. Thank you guys for coming. Once again, I'll say it 3 times. Loveless, where are you from?
From here, born and raised.
Holland?
Oh, sorry, Grand Rapids.
Where?
I say that because I've never left.
Yes. I'm not used to being out of place.
Yeah.
Matt, where are you from?
Taiwan.
That's right.
Taipei.
So are you were born in Taiwan?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get back to that. That
Yeah.
sounds
Yeah, for sure.
difficult.
You know,
And,
inconsequential. Neither here nor no.
That must have been really hard for you.
Yeah.
Says on-
growing up in
I
Taiwan.
mean, they have like all
must have been
this,
really
all
hard
the
for
stuff
you.
over
Can
there
you-
that you have over here. You know,
That must have
They
been really
got it.
hard. Can you not elaborate? Alex.
I'm from Cornstalk Park.
Nice. That sounds about right.
Yes, it is.
How long has Nordy been a thing?
How long? I mean,
They were going longer. I joined later.
I guess I don't know. We started playing music like 4 years ago or
Mhm.
something together,
Mhm.
and then maybe 2 years ago, Alex started playing with us. So
Mhm.
we kind of had a record that like Loveless and I made that was mostly
Right.
acoustic, and
Mhm.
then this one Alex joined on, and like this record was definitely like a product of like all 3 of us working
Mhm.
together and a lot more involved,
A lot
not
more
so much, like,
collaborative.
singer songwriter
Nice.
style. So
But
So
I would have never met you if Brother Adams had never came into my studio and at Front Street.
for sure.
and that was Brother Adams with Matt, right?
Yeah,
With
so
you.
Loveless and I met by playing in Brother Adams.
Okay, yeah, that's right. And I don't know if we touched on that. Check out our I forgot where my camera is now. Check out our Brother Adams episode, or our Jared Driesinga episode way back. But yeah, we talk a little bit about Brother Adams and Loveless and Matthew Nordhoff, I think, maybe. But I haven't watched the episode in a while.
Yeah.
So how long ago was that you guys were in Brother Adams?
I
Just-
left Ignite in 2012 and joined Brother Adams in 2013. And then when I joined, you were in.
Yeah, for sure. So 2013 to like 2015,
Nice.
something
Nice.
like that.
And Loveless still in Brother Adams?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Drumming.
Mm-hmm.
Are you drummer by trade? That's the only
By
thing you
trade.
do. I don't
Oh
know
well, I
really what
did
that
go to
means.
school to learn every instrument, but I
course.
love drums.
Hell yeah. I've heard, actually, my girlfriend boasts of your technical abilities. So you saying that you went to school for music does not surprise me at all.
But it wasn't. I didn't do much drums in actual college, though. It was actually me doing it on the side. That was mostly piano because I suck.
You sucked at piano, so you were just going hard at it?
I'm good at brass and drums, but like stringed instruments, I sucked at cello. I can't work a reed for the life of me. I'm still trying to do that. Like
Saxophone
this guy,
boys, yeah.
Jake's saxophone skills, dude. I'm just not worth. I love saxophone.
Jake used to just fuck around and recreate in here, or basically around here, just playing the sexy sax song, doing the sexy sax guy.
Dude, Careless Whisper.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
Careless Whisper was stuck in my head because of Jake. Matthew, other Matthew. Matt. Okay, this is now Matthew for me. That's what
we do. Loveless. And
Yeah, we.
Yeah, okay, Loveless
and Nordy.
But the whole band is Nordy, so I feel like if I address Nordy, I'm addressing all of you.
He's the
but
he's
he is
the entity.
the Nordy. I understand.
Anything. You can call me anything. That Nordy works.
All right, Big Nord.
I prefer Big Nord now. That's now what I would.
That's
prefer.
now 10 out of 10.
That's now number 1. Yeah.
Big
I'll
Nord.
let people know.
Oh, this is broadcast. Did you play guitar, correct?
Yes.
Anything else?
On a good day.
I started by playing bass, so yeah, bass guitar, and then mostly just those. I mean, I've messed around with like mandolin and any stringed
instruments.
plucked instrument,
Right.
Don't
give me a bow.
Oh yeah, right. I wanted to play like violin and stuff, and like no, it's hard. It's
Right.
so hard. I don't know. It's not for me.
You know who does look like they play the violin? Alex. Do you
Yeah.
play the violin at all?
No, I played upright bass for years, so that's what was and got to do orchestra for a bit. It's pretty fun. Did concert band and stuff like that.
I knew
You
orchestra.
got to do Blue Lake and all
I
the
knew
fun
orchestra,
stuff I never got to
and
do.
I assumed violin. That's my bad.
Yeah, no, I just got that Cumberbatchy look, I guess. I really like. Strings are the best though. Strings are really really interesting, but percussion is also fantastic.
And I know you do. Okay, so what all do you play? I know guitar, bass.
Yeah.
Because you're also in McWeakerton.
Yeah, I play drums in McWeakerton, and then I play some banjo and mandolin.
Right.
Anything with strings on it, I can pluck some stuff out on.
Right.
I've tried brass, but that's just crazy. I don't know. I can't do
That's
that.
just great.
Yeah, that's where
I don't know. I've never
play
tried
trombone,
reed
man.
instruments or anything
Pretty
like
well.
that, but it's just I just like to mess around on stuff. Keys are really fun too. I've been
It's
messing
weird
around
how
with a
what
lot
we
of
gravitate
keys.
to and what we don't. Sorry.
Yeah, it is really weird. It is weird. I got a little like loopers, so like sequencers and stuff like that, like electronic instruments I've been into really lately, like just messing with stuff
You
like that.
seem very electronically geared. Technologically advanced. The parents.
I know
would
how
say.
batteries work. I'm so advanced, man. No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not very smart.
Okay.
Well, you did make all the cool like space sounds on our record.
Yeah.
Space sounds, but also space visuals. Visuals.
I
And
do. Yeah.
yeah, what are you using? 3D?
Oh
or-
yeah, Blender.
Blender,
is an
that's what it was.
amazing free program. I used it when I was young. I was a YouTube partner actually for a little bit. When I was 14, I did tutorials on YouTube, and they're very bad and very funny though. And I started picking it up, and it's been like 10 years since I played with it. And I'm making really cool visuals. It's really Blender is amazing. 3D art is really cool. I'm not good at drawing. You did an episode with Chris. He's really good at drawing.
Right.
I can't draw. I don't know if do you guys draw at all? I honestly don't.
Not really. I mean,
it's a tough
not in
thing.
a long time.
I
for
can't
sure.
at all. I cannot draw to save my
I
life.
just have a wild imagination, and I wish I could draw what was inside my head.
Right.
It's so hard. Get Blender because you can Control Z stuff. You know.
I was gonna say
Can't control. Yeah.
Jake is also, or at least at one time, was talented with a pen. Don't know anymore. No.
Anymore.
I thought you were claiming not.
His
Yes.
wife is a god with a pen.
Yes. Yes. Michiru was you can also episode. We're just mentioning all old episodes.
Plug it.
Yeah, but we've had great artists on here. I don't know if you guys are
this
aware.
whole room is just full of a great art vibe. It's,
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you guys could join the art vibe and add to it. Who do I want? I love and hate having multiple guests because like it gives me more to pick on, but also I have to make choices, which is always my issue with options. But I will choose the most interesting sounding, but we'll see how it really was. Matthew.
Which
Nordy.
one? Oh.
There we go.
Big Nord.
Yeah, Big Nord. My
Oh,
bad.
yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Big Nord. Where? Okay, Taipei, Taiwan, or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it.
That's exactly how it's pronounced. Yeah.
Perfect. I don't know why with foreign places I get
I mean,
insecure.
yeah.
But
Rightly so. I mean, you know, if you don't know, you don't know. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
you're so nice.
Yeah.
How are you born in Taiwan? Are you Taiwanese?
No.
Okay. So that I felt that, but I had to ask because that adds to the mystery.
Are you American?
No, there's American folk that live over there.
Really?
Yeah, all sorts of folks.
Oh.
My
Unfortunately.
dad grew up there, you know.
Not by
So,
Your dad
know.
grew up in Taiwan?
for sure. Yeah.
Like born and raised or no?
Yeah, like grew up there.
I don't know why it's very odd to me.
You speak English so well, man.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You don't even have an accent or anything. Did your dad?
no,
Does your dad?
No, yeah, no, not at all. Come on, yeah. People from all over the world move to different places and then
Okay,
just live there.
but black people
live in like Russia.
No,
Like,
I understand, but black people in England have an English accent.
True.
Yeah,
Thank you.
But
yeah.
So
But
white people in
it's different
Taiwan.
when there's a language, like my dad has an American accent when he speaks Mandarin,
Okay.
but he doesn't have a Chinese accent when he speaks English because he was raised speaking English as his first language.
Okay, so it's all whole nature versus nurture.
Yeah, if he was raised speaking Mandarin,
It's actually
it would
all
be
nurture,
different,
by
for
the way.
sure. But yeah, I mean,
If you
I will say, like, I don't know, maybe if you live overseas, like, you have a different upbringing of, like, yeah, you don't sound like a Midwesterner, maybe, or you don't
Right.
sound like someone from the South.
But
like,
it's what's in the house.
it just
you know?
sounds like European English is what it ends. Because, like, who's over there is
Which
like
is
a
just
bunch of French,
non-distinct.
you know, whatever, you know, that's who speaks your language over there.
Right.
So, like, that's who, you know. you
language
can-
is legit a phenomenon because
For sure.
in certain places when missionaries came to Egypt, there's a thing called pidgin in southern Egypt.
Yeah.
Where it's like Americans, Portuguese because of the slave ships, and then Egyptian.
Right.
And it's like this what do like waitresses have, like small hand or whatever it is?
Shorthand. Yeah.
Shorthand. It's
Yeah.
like shorthand speaking.
Yeah, which is just derived of man-made situations.
And then where you came from, is it kind of like Guam, where like people like maybe like a military based thing, where like this isn't really, it's kind of like a secondary America.
Yeah, I
really.
guess I should have
It
asked
was
what kind of
totally-
community you grew up in.
Well, like, everyone in Taiwan, like, can speak English. Like,
Everyone
they-
everywhere can speak
Not
English.
everyone, but,
That's
like-
America, buddy.
But it's just how it was. And, like, yeah. And, like, my family, like, some people there speak Taiwanese. Like, Taiwanese and Mandarin are two different languages. People don't
okay.
understand that, like, people in Taiwan
I would.
don't necessarily speak Mandarin Chinese. So it's like.
I was
my
gonna ask
grandma
which
could
was the
speak
dominant
Taiwanese,
language.
Which,
When you
know, is-
colonize
like,
a place,
it-
Hunter,
it's-
you're not gonna learn.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you'll learn their language, but
Not
you're
like
not
this
gonna
secondary America, but
speak
just
their
like a place
accents.
where, like similar to Guam, where it's.
Oh no,
like,
yeah, it was like heavily militarized, and it's like America's best friend because it's like you're a democracy, and we're
makes
saving
perfect
you.
sense then, yeah.
You know,
Westernized
you're our
culture.
island of democracy next to China, and
Right.
we love you. And like that's
There you go.
Without the U.S., Taiwan would be screwed, and like it's I don't know. I'm glad that we're still a presence there, even though it's a bunch of weird political.
Yeah, that story is dark.
Yeah.
Now, does
That's
that
for
mean
sure.
that you
I know that story.
have family there, or did you mean we
No.
have a presence as in the U.S.?
I did have like a live-in ama there named Kyo, and Kyo is still alive and still lives in Taiwan, and she is on Facebook. She's like 96.
Hell yeah!
She was like my
Rad.
second mom growing
Shout
up.
out.
And yeah, Kyo comments on my mom's photos of me every now and then.
I hope
Of like,
Kyo
oh,
sees
you
this."
look at there he is, and it's like awesome. Still
Awesome.
doing it. She's awesome. When I went back to visit when I was like 7, and she like had a tandem bike and biked my sister and I around, and like we had crazy like dried fish and
Right.
Yeah, no,
Crazy
super cool.
dried fish. It wasn't
Sick.
even.
I mean, like I don't know,
your-
stuff
your
that you
everyday.
can't find here, right?
Right.
Yeah. I wish I could find like dry. I would eat like a dried fish taco if there was like dried fish. sold on the side of the road with like tortilla. It would be like, oh yeah, dude, like crunchy salt snack, like that would be.
I'm not familiar with dried fish. But if you just say crunchy salt snack, I can probably
crunchy
get down.
Salt.
We got some fish stuff, but we're not like the East Coast or West Coast. Especially the East Coast, I feel like over there.
We need
seafood
more.
is a much bigger part.
I think we need more freshwater seafood, like industry, like
fish tacos in Grand Haven.
more industry. Does that sound right?
We do need to bring in Michigan. We need to bring the lamprey population down. So I mean, we could be doing lamprey tacos.
I mean, it's like if you go fishing, if you catch like a fresh stream like trout and eat it, like that's like the best fish in the world.
Hey.
Like you can't get better fish than like a.
I know
a fresh...
nothing about fish.
Okay.
So you please continue and tell me everything about fish.
I don't know anything about fish either. That was my big stand. That's the one thing.
That's all I had, really.
I
Yeah,
do like to
for
talk
sure.
about cooking though.
We like to eat food. I would say as a band, that's something that we generally share. Is like
Cultured Loveless. Born in.
I'm Mexican.
He goes, born and raised in Grand Rapids, yet I know everything about the other worlds.
Family in Mexico.
There's foreigners here.
Sure, he is Mexican. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, so are you actually
Yeah. I was in Mexico for a long
Okay,
time.
but you
too.
lied to me.
I
then.
was born here.
I'm so confused.
You keep asking these questions.
You're gonna have
like,
ice come down on us if you
American
keep asking
people
us
live
these
in
questions.
Taiwan,
Hunter.
and Mexican people are
I-
born in
This is what's the beauty of America.
I asked
This is why I love America.
before we started. I asked,
We tricked you.
Or was this before or
Before we started,
after?
Hunter asked him who is
I was
Mexican.
born
he wouldn't even let us in. He was like, "Who's Mexican?"
Born at Butterworth
Seems like
Hospital,
a witch
sir.
I
hunt.
said
This
there
seems-
better not be any Mexicans in here. We had
wow,
some, but we had
I
to
knew
delete
it.
the
I knew it
episodes.
all
No.
along.
I asked. You said Jovita,
Yeah.
and I said,
That was my grandfather's.
"Is there any
grandma.
Jovita in your
Bloodline.
Bloodline?" And you said no.
No. I got you. I thought you meant like ancestry. Like, was there a person named Jovita?
No, I didn't
Not in
care
my-
about that. It was.
Got you.
I was saying Jovita,
Apologies.
as in.
apologies.
Yeah,
Some.
Anyway, so yeah, we got a Mexican in here now.
Horchata.
Now we're gonna have to readjust. I'm completely kidding.
You gotta rework some jokes.
You only
now.
gotta add
Yeah.
cumin to the situation now. It's fine.
I just all right.
I'm
well,
sorry we goofed you, Hunter. It's your big show.
It's
We
fine.
tricked
It's
you.
fine. I just had to
We
get rid of
tricked
some
you all
questions.
along. I'm sorry.
I don't have a secret ethnicity, Hunter.
gonna
Don't worry.
introduce
I'm
you
just-
Alex might.
What you
actually.
see
I
is what
don't
you
know
get
that
with
he
Alex.
doesn't have a secret ethnicity, so don't say anything. offensive
Not
to
that
him.
I would ever tell.
So, but okay. Well, now this opened up a big can of worms, but we're gonna get back to it
Sure.
because I mean, you have a hidden identity. I don't know if you know this by looking at you. It's not.
Oh man.
prevalent.
Oh man, you should hear the thing.
But Alex,
Yeah.
hey, by the way, I'm just trying to be funny, guys. I hope I'm not.
Oh,
I know I'm
yeah.
not. I'm probably not offending
No. Yeah.
you,
No.
but Matt's way too nice, so I don't know how to read him. But no, it was.
I mean, admittedly, I won't let you know if you've offended me. but
Exactly.
So far, you haven't offended me.
That's
No,
That's exactly.
No, that's exactly what I was saying.
I love it.
But also, I don't. This is mostly for the audience. If you don't know me, I try to be funny. Alex, what kind of name is Yowman's? Yo-Man's.
Ah.
Damn it.
Wow. Apparently, it's a position in the military, and it's also the name of a small plantation owner.
That
I believe that's where it comes from, yeoman.
okay.
But
Cool.
my dad was adopted,
Ah.
so I'm not even blood a yeoman. But that's my last name.
All right. Well, have you taken a DNA test?
No, I'm gonna send my spit. Into
Yeah,
the
I knew
universe.
it. Yeah,
I mean,
you-
it'll be
man,
fine.
that
Maybe.
process.
You
I'm
clone
curious.
Alex
But you do
I am
see-
curious. This is what will
Amazon
happen. They'll send me this thing, and I'll be like, "Wow, I'm really white."
Yeah.
Like that's all I'm gonna
I'm
do.
whiter
Like,
than I
wow,
thought.
You're gonna
Germany
be
and
2%
Poland and
Ashkenazi
Lithuania.
Jewish though. It's gonna.
Well, yeah,
like,
but
Yeah,
I
you
love
could.
that part.
A lot of people are Jew, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Wish I was.
Yeah.
But you.
Yeah, I mean for sure.
I mean, okay.
I don't know. I wish I was Jewish.
is it a disappointment if
It's
your
a-
like
it's a stance I'll
23andMe
stand by.
comes back as what you were expecting it to be? Or is that like a
Yeah, it's like a waste of
so,
money.
actually.
I feel like that's a disappointment because that's what happened to me, and I was like, "This sucks." That's what
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
told me my whole life.
Yeah.
was that I was 5 different things, and they were pretty accurate with like the amount of them too. They were like, "You're mostly these 2,
Yeah.
but you got a little of these 3," and they were right.
Even just random strangers, when I said, "Hey, can you guess my ethnicity?" Oh, I got a lisp there. It made it less funny to me. I'm sorry.
It made it more funny.
Yeah, can you guess my ethnicity? Alex,
Yes.
hidden
uh,
ethnicity.
do you
Smoke weed? Yeah.
Yeah, man. No. Do you subscribe to any conspiracy theories?
I mean,
You do seem skeptical.
there are
Just in general.
Oh yeah, I mean that is such a weird question because I mean there's just like legitimate conspiracy theories that are real
that have
like
been proven.
Operation Paperclip. And,
No longer. I'd say no longer.
And
theory.
Operation Mockingbird.
Bluebeam.
And all sorts of important things. You know, the only reason we went to the moon is because of Nazis and women.
Right. Well, I
and
knew
it's
the
very
Nazi
weird.
part, but
Well,
women.
we had a bunch of women coders, and it's like, people get erased from history all the time.
Right.
It's very messed up. It's very unfortunate. But yeah, I do subscribe to conspiracy because there's some real ones. I'm not out here being like, they're putting microchips in the vaccine and da-da-da, which is kind of like where conspiracy is. But, you know, like, we don't really know how Hitler died. We only know what Russia told us.
True.
And they tested the skull, and
And
it's very interesting. It's very, there's conspiracies. I subscribe.
and I don't
George
know.
Bush ain't nobody to be trusted.
I don't know if this has been said on the podcast, but I think it's worth repeating. We don't know if Hitler's dead.
Oh, well, probably by now.
Well, who's to say? Tupac either, for sure.
Him and Walt
but,
Disney are chilling.
But Hitler, okay, maybe he is dead, but we don't know when he died.
Do you believe Walt Disney is frozen somewhere?
I mean, yeah, but I don't believe it'll work.
I don't think it'll work either.
Like, that's the thing. Yeah, he was.
He has too much
frozen?
hate in his heart.
If he was frozen, it was maybe right
I
before.
agree with Alex. It has nothing to do with science. It just has
He's
to
just too
do
much-
with the hatred involved.
He has.
with
There's
the
no
person.
warmth. There's no warmth that can permeate the.
They have all the
frozen.
capabilities to bring that person back to life, but that own person's heart will refuse to start again.
It will refuse to beat again.
It's like we've heated it up past freezing, but the heart is frozen. This is like a movie. It's like his last Disney movie would be.
We thawed the heart, but it's still stone.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nice.
can we make that a Disney movie?
we will.
It
You ever
was-
seen National Treasure, Book of Secrets, the second one? You guys are about conspiracy theories, so I thought I'd bring that up.
kind of like, yeah, it is the blueprint of it all.
I
It
think that's their last movie. That should be Nicolas Cage's last movie.
Yeah.
That's how the Illuminati laugh at us too, making movies about it.
Again.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
Yeah,
I had
see?
more to say about Hitler, but I think
Oh, about
Classic.
that. Did you guys know about the actual? No, because we were talking about he's not dead.
yes.
There is a a community in Brazil that is full German speaking
yeah.
because of some of escaping.
I think this has
yeah.
been touched on by Archer. You guys familiar with the show Archer?
yeah.
yeah.
No,
Pretty
they
sure.
did, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I believe so. I'm actually not positive. I know
Yeah.
he did go to Brazil though.
There's great investigative reporting on the Nazis that went to South America. They
Yeah, it
went
was like
all
a
over.
Finding Hitler show
Argentina,
that they came out
yep.
with about that.
Yeah.
They
They
went
like
all
sent
over.
people down there to go look for him and
A lot of
stuff.
them got away with it.
You know what? I wasn't expecting this Hitler turn, but I'm excited for it.
You
Can you
know,
tell me more?
it's gonna
If you
spice up
expected
your
to
show
talk about
numbers.
Hitler on
If you
this
want to get some
podcast,
real
okay.
tags,
Who
get some
doesn't
people
at-
watching.
Who doesn't watch H2 and it's like 2 a.m. and it's like, oh, a Hitler documentary?
Yeah.
Fucking watching that.
Yeah,
At a
you're not
certain
gonna
point
fall-
in your life, like you do want it's like history, and you need to know what the hell happened
Yeah.
to some degree, you
Okay.
know, or what we don't know about what happened. So you're not like, yeah, Hitler was killed. Someone told me once. I
So,
think they
I
know
yeah.
for sure. Like,
I heard
yeah,
it
rocking
once, and something about history repeating itself. That's all I know about history. So yeah,
right.
you seem like a history buff, Loveless.
I wish, but yeah, I try.
Okay, well, you seem knowledgeable about history. Alex, I definitely know, is knowledgeable about a lot of things. Matt,
You gonna ask me some history questions?
absolutely not.
Okay.
Hey, here's the thing.
Pop quiz.
I know nothing,
Oh.
so I have no
Wow,
frame
Socrates.
of reference.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
I do ask
history very
why
well. No.
often, but-
Yeah,
Wow, Socrates.
definitely not the authority.
He's
on,
here to
like,
appropriate our
historical-
culture
Yeah,
to
yes.
imbibe us.
Like video game history, I think collectively this couch could answer pretty well
Definitely.
throughout the history of video games.
Do they have
What-
video games in Thailand or Taiwan or Taiwanese, wherever you're
Where'd you
from?
go?
Do they have video
Where'd you
games
go?
there?
Dude,
Do
they work
do
so much
people-
better over there than
Do you even
Thailand,
have
Thailand.
electricity?
I don't know what
you
growing
guys
up
have
in a
freedom
jungle
over
is
there?
like. Okay, sorry.
the garbage trucks play songs.
Yes!
The garbage trucks play a song.
But do they have ice cream
I'm
trucks?
buying a plane ticket.
They have
that-
ice cream trucks. They have ice cream trucks too.
He
Do
said
they-
But they have garbage trucks that play a little nice positive song.
There's a plus
No.
one
So when you
opportunity.
see the smelly garbage truck going by, at least you can listen to a little song.
You
coming off of
associate it with the positive.
It's a much
song.
better life than here, to be honest.
Definitely.
I mean, let's
I'm
be
like, I'm
real.
picturing people
They let
brushing
me
their
choose.
teeth
When
in
I
that
was
song.
18, I could have moved back to Taiwan and
As
been
a
a
citizen?
Taiwanese citizen, and I should have gone. Could have been made. No, I'm just kidding.
Could have made some great.
I should have gone.
Life
could
here
be-
is great too. It's
I
not,
could be
yeah.
big in Taiwan right now.
I mean,
Do you have
yeah.
a passport?
Do you have
You
your
do.
passport?
Oh yeah.
Get
Sorry,
your shots.
everyone.
No, I got you. That's great.
He goes, "Oh, I do."
I get my
What?
shots?
Oh.
Get my shot.
Yeah.
Can I get my shots?
Hmm.
All right. Where? Well, all right. Let's get down to brass tacks. What kind of music do you guys play? But yeah, no.
The
What kind
baby
of?
making kind.
That is that.
Smooth jazz. No, not at all.
Some people might not know you're joking. But also, if they're watching this, it's probably because you guys pulled in the views. I have no personal following of my own. That's what I use you guys for. Continue.
I think artists are the worst at describing their own
I would
music
imagine.
every time. So this has probably got some funny answers in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think any music that you really don't know what it is, it's just like alternative. That's what it is. You're an
Right.
alternative band.
Now,
is
is
it
it al-
popular music? No?
No.
Then you're an alternative band.
Yeah. Is it
It's-
alternative to pop?
I guess. I don't really even know. Alternative just covers every music that isn't something else. Like it's literally
Yeah.
Blanket.
it is blanket. I don't know. What would you say? What's your
Because I think about it, I only come up like just
like give your
what
Airheads
do
version?
we sound like?
Like
is
power
what all I
sludge.
can give somebody.
Yeah. What
So
do you
what we
sound like,
sound
and
like-
what are you
The
influenced
Mercury Project is somebody that I really admire. I've told Nordy about this many times. We kind of are in that realm. They're amazing. Like we need a vibraphone. That's
Right.
what we need for that band. But Terra Melos. It's more so these inspirations of where we're trying to go in our direction of writing and thought. And for me, I just want music that people can trip to.
by? Hell yeah. I think that's one of the most positive experiences one can have in life. And if you'd like to make music to facilitate that, I think that is a great beneficial endeavor to most.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, even
That's
as
me
like
speaking
a-
highly just on the concept of
Well,
what
like
Loveless
a
said.
literal, like we just like to try to imagine. Like Loveless a lot will be like, oh, it's like this sounds like it's a western, or like it sounds like you're going somewhere else. Like trying to make music that, yeah, it makes you forget about where you are and takes you somewhere else. And like
Right.
tripping kind of facilitates that too. It's just like it helps break the barrier, makes it easier to go somewhere else.
Right, a
I
different
guess. But,
headspace.
just anything that's enjoyable that you can just like forget about what you're doing and get caught up in it a little bit.
Right. Oh yeah. Alex, who are some of your favorite artists? Well, no,
Wow.
back that up. Back that question up.
oh yeah. What do we sound like?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't care about that anymore.
That's all. That's all I could like as a description of what
yeah.
we would. be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you
I had a good joke, but it's okay.
Oh fuck.
He's the joke man.
We'll run it back.
We'll run it back.
So, Alex, who do you think you guys sound like?
Have you ever heard of Muse? We don't sound anything like that. all right. Next question.
Next
new
question,
band I
please.
just came across, though.
No, who makes music that you, Alex, feel like I want to do something like this, or who inspires you musically?
Oh, wow. I'm inspired by my friends a lot, actually.
That sounds like a cheesy answer because two of your
Yeah.
friends are on the couch.
Yeah. Well, I guess also, if I had to pick someone, I'd say Jack Stauber is probably one of the coolest people making music right now. And also from just an artist perspective, how he uses like green screen and claymation and 3D art. It's just like, and 2D art, it's like, wow. It's just great. I love that stuff. But like, yeah, I don't know. I just, hearing Chris Coble, just, yeah, real good. Will Mockmer, real good at writing music. This band right here was very inspiring. Like, until McWeakerton and Nordy, like, I was in bands where people would write songs, and maybe you'd contribute a little bit, but people would pretty much just bring their own song to the table.
Right.
But with these two projects, it's a lot more cohesive, and it's more of
collaborative.
yeah, it's more of a team effort. and it's really cool to play with phrasing and hear other people's ideas on licks you have. And McWeakerton, I'm on drums, so it's really cool to have power over the melody. Bass is my first instrument, my favorite instrument, and it's so great. It's just like, so that's the kind of thing. Yeah.
Was it an easy transition from upright bass to regular? I got a weird ringing thing in my ear that suddenly went away. I don't know.
Someone talked about you?
I think it was just a release of pressure.
Someone was talking about you.
I don't know what's going on. Anyways,
Space.
Alex, was it a easy transition or I would assume it's the same strings? I don't know, between upright and...
bass guitar is the 4 bottom strings of a guitar. So for an upright bass, it's just E-A-D-G, baby.
Hey.
And the upright basses are crazy. So I played guitar in 4th grade and 5th grade, and I had lessons. But when I got to concert band, they go, no! You have to play bass. And so I was like, okay. And I played electric bass, and the electric bass was taller than me. And it was just a lot. But I figured it out, and then, they were like, try an upright, and I had to play a half size until I could play a full size. Those are beasts. They're big boys.
I was going to say, either bass seems like it would be much larger than you.
And I went to GRCC for a year, and I double majored. And
shout out Raider Life.
Raider Life. It was really great. David Hayes was an amazing bass teacher.
Raider Nation, shout out to David Hayes.
Yeah. And George, I'm totally blanking his last name, but he plays in the Detroit Symphony upright bass, or at least he did at the time. And he was very good.
Clooney.
He just
Clooney.
like butter, just like ringing harmonics and just playing the upright bass like a cello. I could never get that good. Like I'd get blood blisters because I'd have like 3 hours of rehearsal.
Right.
It is insane. It's really it's intense stuff. I have a lot of respect for upright bass because electric you can just turn the volume way up.
And you can sit down with.
You can sit down.
I mean. Anyways, I don't know anything about instruments. I'll continue on.
You can sit down.
Yeah, I know. That's all I know.
I wasn't sure if you knew that.
You nailed that.
I wasn't sure if you knew that, but you can sit down with a
literally
guitar.
have seen somebody put the classical guitar rest on their knee and then take a bass, upright bass, and put it on and start playing it like it's up, like a regular guitar.
Cello, School of Rock, School of Rock style.
Cello.
Exactly.
Jablinski Games, shout out. Friend of the channel.
Friend of the
channel.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the channel.
Matthew, is Nordy. Is Nordy your first musical endeavor?
Yeah, I guess so. It's like anything that I released as a solo.
I was gonna say your
thing.
first personal drive, because I know you were with Brother Adams as well.
For sure. But I think I released some music when I was like 18 under Nordy. I went to Hope with Jake, and we had a recording class together with John Erskine, and I released most of those songs under Nordy. So it was just kind of a blanket, songwriter. I just didn't want to go by my own name,
Right.
But then when it got to this, it was like it kind of turned into a band, and I asked them if they wanted to like change the name or anything, and it's just like, it's like harder to rebrand a name and like change a name on face. It's like, screw it. Like
I already have this page.
We're a collective thing now, and it's just not that. It works.
Nice. Now, do you take like I know it's hard to answer in front of them, but do you take like a frontman position, I guess?
He wears a lot of scarves.
It is,
He pushes people out of the way.
It is your name ship.
Yep.
So
I throw a lot of things.
Very diva.
Diet Coke.
You are the Beyonce, and they know it.
I don't think so. It's like, I hope not, I guess.
He lets me rap sometimes.
Oh, no, I'll put my foot down on that. I'll put my foot... No. I'm just kidding. We'll let Alex rap. I'm sorry.
There's some collaborative checks and balances.
We will make Alex rap.
Don't make me spit hot fire.
What if Alex just dropped like the most hot freestyle of all time?
I don't doubt it. Look at it.
Bangy bangy big boy.
Yeah.
Dude, that's honestly.
It looks like
good.
there's nothing but rhymes just swirling around.
Where's
in that
Sway
head.
at? Drop that beat.
Yes.
Yeah.
How, Sway? You guys had a recent single come out release? Yes or no?
I mean, we had a whole album release.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why am I just thinking the single?
Because I'm single and you were curious if
That's
I was
right.
doing anything after this.
Which does remind me, my girlfriend Haley says hello to all of you.
Hi, Haley.
Oh, appropriate timing.
But yeah, she's in Florida, which means my house is available. So your guys' new album called
Bad at Math.
Of course, because Alex is clearly bad at math.
Yeah, I did add the at, and I hope Matt isn't mad about that.
No, I think it's
It
way
was
better
before
because
bad math.
Yeah, it was just
I think it was bad math, but bad at math is way better.
Is that
I think.
referencing like it's bad math rock or?
I think that's kind of part of it because it's like not really math rock, but
Mm-hmm.
we do like some finger tapping stuff. But it's like I guess there's some math rock elements. Like one song is like not in like there's parts of it that are not like 4/4 or whatever,
Right.
But that doesn't necessarily make it math rock, I guess.
You're not gonna tie me down to one genre though.
Right, we're alternative.
Yeah.
We're everything.
Yeah.
We're omnipresent.
We don't
alternative.
like labels. We're poly swingers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, oh, that's
Yeah.
hilarious. It's
For
also
sure.
like
Free love, man. You know. Yeah.
mathematics.
We're all
is
coming
like
to
a
your
life
house
thing.
after this.
Right.
That's hilarious.
If you're bad
Oh
at
my
math, you're
God.
bad at life. Is that what you're saying, Alex?
That.
Well, yeah, I gave an album to my sister and one of my nieces, and she was like, "Cat at math, that's me." And she's like 9. I was like,
Yeah.
"Man, you're in for it." It's so great. I don't know. Yeah, it's just funny. It's like, yeah, not even just math rock. Also, I think people can kind of just like relate to that being bad at math.
Right.
Well, math also is like the foundation. I don't think anybody invented math. I think it's like discovered.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hate when people are like, Ben Franklin invented electricity.
No, he
And,
just
like invent that. That's insane.
electricity was going on. He didn't capture it, but he
Static
Flew a
shock
kite.
TV. What a
Flew
show.
a kite with some keys.
yeah, he demonstrated it mostly.
Yes, sure.
I just noticed that you switched the camera, Jake, and that is large.
Oh, big boy.
No, that is big. A big old iPad.
Big hunky.
Big hunky. Hunky. Yeah, I'm glad
Hunky
it's
Brewster.
I'm glad it's staying for now. As you guys can see, we're a very high quality production around here.
I mean, honestly, it is pretty high quality. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I'll take it.
I mean, I didn't know what to expect. You know.
No, this is pretty
Yeah,
good.
this
I've had
is-
some pretty weird ones.
Is this your guys' first? I know as a band, it is your first
Yes.
podcast appearance.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Alex, you've done
I did some
media
voice
stuff.
acting.
Yeah.
Chris has a podcast called Lost the Script with our other friend Kian.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really funny. And they did a Halloween episode that I did a couple voices in because they wrote short stories for it.
Nice.
It was fun.
Nice.
But yeah.
It's a voice acting credit on the old IMD.
Oh, yeah. I keep trying to make a count and they say, go away.
Same with Wikipedia. They won't let me in. Loveless. Have you? I don't know why I'm blanking on names because I just want to say Matt and Matthew and have them
I think what's funny is like
interchanged.
we both know who you're talking to every time.
because I'm looking at you.
Right.
Is that live?
I see eyes.
Okay. Icy eyes. I wish my eyes.
Icy
were,
eyes.
Like,
Well,
Real
I
eyes,
He said
real
eyes.
real
It's a
eyes.
thing. Like if you look at somebody,
Yeah, you look them in the eyes.
Yeah.
They'll look at you.
It's called eye contact. Communication.
But
101.
they're looking away though. That's the feeling. And then when they look, they know someone's looking at them because I see eyes.
You seem too smart. I don't like it. So I know Nordy went to Hope College. You also studied, and Alex went to GRCC. I don't want to discount that. Meaning not count it. Not. I wish I could discount your
I
education.
mean, I went to GRCC too.
I want to discount everybody's
Art school
education.
dropout,
It's
so
okay
my
to do that.
education-
Let me run for
Michigan
president.
education
I will
was-
discount all education.
Unless you got
It's a great.
Grand Valley or something like that.
No, I also went to GRCC and MMCC after I went to CMU for like a semester or no, just a year and a half. It was a great time. I didn't do anything really productive in college, like study music at all. Well, okay, not that it would have been productive to me because I don't do anything with music, but I wasn't studying comedy. Where did you go to school? That's what I was asking.
I first started at University of Michigan.
Of course.
So I got a 1 year for free to basically be in band. And I got a ride through for being Mexican.
Nice.
I got a
Nice.
scholarship for being Mexican and got to go there for 1 year. Couldn't afford the $45,000 for the next year, so I just kind of opt out. But I got to march and dress and march in the big
Nice.
house. all
So
that
you
kinda
were
stuff.
marching? Nice.
I was. But that started off with just bachelor's of music.
Nice.
That was the beginning of it all.
Okay, so you graduated with that degree? Yes or no?
No, I went over to CC and graduated through Ferris.
Hell yeah, dude. But did you graduate with that degree?
With that degree.
Okay.
You're hired.
I'm hired.
You're hired. Also, we'd like to call this next segment "How Mexican Are You?"
Oh
Now,
my
would you
God.
like to?
Oh man, dude, I still got. How would you say? I have butter tubs in my refrigerator with refried beans in them. I'm not fucking around.
The country crock one, the country crock tubs.
We
Yeah,
keep our tubs like that, and we have refried beans in them.
we kept our tubs like that, but we mostly just kept any leftovers were in country crock. Mostly corn and mashed potatoes.
Corn, yeah.
Corn and mashed potatoes.
I mean, that's just classic. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you just keep the good
Also-
Tupperware and you reuse it. It's
Also, I was looking for percentages, but he just went with an analogy, and I like that.
Well, it's like that thing, like tell me you're Mexican without telling me you're Mexican. that
Right.
thing.
I hate the trend personally.
I love it.
I hate trends.
I hate trends.
I love that one in particular.
Yeah.
No go.
Because it's like it's an id. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like philosophical.
I'm more of an ego guy.
I like it.
That's why you're so concerned with percentages.
Exactly. But he still won't answer the question.
Please.
oh,
No, how Mexican were you? All right.
My mother
Being
is,
being a
it feels
biracial
like Loveless is like interviewing for a job. Like,
no, being a biracial
Well,
person,
my
I
mother told
am
me, tell them
interested.
Not that, don't tell them that you are Mexican and
Right.
you will get the job. That was the sad part.
That,
he's
that
gonna
is
lie to
interesting.
you now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think your mother was not looking out for your best interest.
Oh, she was. She was right when I got in that steel case. Because then when they found out I had a higher up guy look at me funny after that. Yikes.
Are you 50% Mexican? Is your mom
Yes.
fully Mexican? Nice.
Like full blown.
Like
Full blown.
like,
Like Doritos Locos Taco. What we talking about here?
yeah, what we talking about? Like fresh off the boat?
Medium
They
salsa
took
or
boats,
really
right?
extra picante.
extra picante.
Picante.
We're going bilingual.
Oh my quesadillas.
Quesa. Did you grow up with any Spanish in the home?
Yes. Big
Yeah,
time.
a lot of
Oh,
Spanglish.
Estes flex.
Nice.
Hand me that toalla.
That towel.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all. So there's a lot of Spanglish.
Yeah. Oh, tons
Me
of
too,
Spanglish.
man.
So
Being
much.
bilingual would be
It's
cool.
like you could have just said towel.
Yeah, you could have just said it, but I'll get it. I also wish I was bilingual. I know,
I
like,
wish you were just bi. Wink, wink.
I mean, his house is empty tonight. Everyone,
We got-
this is time sensitive.
we got one
Watching.
more. It's one more night, so yeah.
Me, Doge.
This is
the
like
caddy.
another movie. To get ready.
Doja Cat. Yeah, this is Weekend at Bernie's. I think that's. Wait.
That's it, right?
Anyways,
They're bilingual in that
they're
movie.
by. Well,
The
you
thread
guys,
is lost.
do you guys ever see that Parks and Rec blooper with Chris Pratt? They're talking about comeback stories.
Oh, yeah.
And then someone says Kim Kardashian. They're like, and you go like, no, she had cum on her back in that video.
Good.
Sorry if it got
He's a
too
gem.
blue for you guys, but
He's a gem.
that's just what that reminded me
He's
of.
a fucking gem.
Yeah.
So this last record that you guys came out with, I know you guys are super Hollywood fans. So I'll move on from celebrities.
Oh.
But this last record that you came out with, was it the first record with Alex or no?
Unfortunately.
Oh,
For
No, yeah,
them.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah. And so this was with the joining of Alex, did you say it was more of a collaborative, like, well, were you guys working together on your album or on your work before
I mean, not
when it was
really.
just you and Loveless? The
Yeah,
year
I mean,
before,
we were
whatever?
always like writing songs or like just jamming together mostly. I mean,
Steve
most
Meltzer
of the
was in Alex's place at the moment for,
Yeah.
for live shows, and we were literally on like, we need a bass player. We need to find a bass player.
Right.
yeah. Steve filled in great for like a couple shows. That was super cool.
No, yeah, Steve's a great fill-in. If you're looking for
I
a
mean,
real artist.
he would have
yeah.
been great too.
Let's
It's
go,
just,
Steve.
you know-
Me and you on bass. See what happens.
Oh wow!
I'll melt
Oh,
your face, Meltzer.
This is a showdown that we will televise.
He is the baddest boy in Grand
Shots
Rapids.
with GR. He is GR's bad boy.
He's also the baddest
Hard
bass
bad
player in
boy.
Grand Rapids.
Oh
As
wow!
in worse.
As in I'm bad at.
You said it.
You heard me.
You heard.
I didn't stutter.
Who do you think you are? I am.
But what did you realize, or what did you, I guess, appreciate about the difference in the addition?
Alex is, very, very attractive. Very just, he's got a lot of positivity.
It's a
and
lot
he has
easier to look
he's
at
very
while we're
proactive.
recording.
I mean, honestly, it's like, Steve was just helping out and filling in, and like Alex is, someone who is like, hey, were you gonna like help write some stuff?
Now
And
that
it's
you
like,
answer like that,
I don't think, we just hadn't had a cool, someone else to write songs with. It was like
Right.
Loveless and I kind of jamming together, and like, we don't really write songs. I mean, most of the songs we write, we just get together and kind of play music, and like, most of the time something comes out of it, and we'll just like try to grab a phone and record it real quick, and then just like have it around. And that's like half of our songs were pretty much.
Legitimately, for a year, we didn't write anything down. We didn't record anything. We just remembered it all.
Yeah,
Which was
yeah.
fucking really impressive.
and when you're playing live shows, that's really easy to.
Yeah, it's super easy.
I want to say, well, yeah,
It's not even hard.
you can just do it. No, when you're doing live shows, I'm saying it's really easy to feel fulfilled, not like putting things on record or like releasing an album. Did you guys have an album before this one?
We had something that Loveless and I recorded, which was mostly acoustic, and we recorded that at Amberlit Audio with Matt Tenclay, which was cool. But I mean, it's just very
real good.
different. Yeah, for sure. It sounds great. It's just an acoustic record. Like, it's really not, like a full band thing. So, like, this has been a lot more of a collaborative experience.
A lot
like,
more full.
I don't know. A lot of this album, like, a lot of the sound bites, a lot of, like, the tweaking of, like, EQs and delays and stuff. It's, like, that's all, like, Alex and Loveless. And, like, that stuff is kind of what it ties it all together. It makes it super cool, and like that's stuff that I didn't really have anything to do with.
Right, it's things you may not have an ear for or notice that, and that's like one thing I'm jealous of when it comes to people who are able to do things collaboratively. Because like as a stand-up, like it's just me. Like I may get together and write with some people, but at the end of the day, it's just me.
Unless you want to join an improv troupe.
Exactly. See, and that's the thing. That's at least they have each other.
Yeah.
Like
wow.
When it comes
great
to
comedy, Dave. Great comedy.
Shout out GR.
Shout out.
We're very inclusive.
Was it Fictional Friends?
Yeah, Fictional Friends. Shout out to those guys.
But and everyone who performs at the Comedy Project, find me at the Comedy Project next Sunday. Wait. Monday. What is it?
No.
The 29th? No. The 22nd.
You're good at plugs.
Catch me at the Comedy Project Monday, the 22nd. Tickets are $5.
It's the 21st.
Everyone's
No,
roasted.
the 21st is a Sunday. So I need the Monday. Anyways, we're past
My
it.
phone's wrong.
A random day in the future we'll have some comedy.
But like stand up and writing, you don't want to give credit to other people. Like you can't on stage. Like if someone helped you with a tag or something, you're not like, also shout out to so and so, but like
That happened to my friend, not to me.
not to me. That actually wasn't. That was his story, but I felt liberty. No, but you guys can openly share the credit amongst each other. I just want that kind of freedom.
And the blame.
Exactly.
I mean, if you fuck up on stage, it's like it's all of us together. It's not
Right.
like it's just one of you fucked up. It's like,
But you can point to someone.
We're collectively trying to make a good live set, and if one of you messes up, it's
Everybody's
all of you.
wrong.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And
He's a foundation, though, for sure. Because, like, well, Loveless' foundation, drums.
Yeah.
But musically,
with rhythm.
a lot of the time, Matt, well, we practiced the other day, and the first thing we played was a new song. We, like, somehow just, like, wrote a new song.
Right.
But he writes really good parts, guitar-wise, that allow for a bass part to come through.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, there's open space. You know, it's just like, and you know, if he's playing, like, there's a lot you can do to really, and we just like, I don't know why we vibe so well, but we did, and you know, we just were like, I remember when I came to jam with you guys the first time, and then it was just like, oh yeah, it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Because you never know when you jam with people the first time.
Right.
You know, you never know if it's gonna like work. You hope, obviously.
Right.
Like you talk to them. You know, you're vibing with them.
And I'm sure
but it can go bad.
timidity
It's like
can be
awkward
read
dating
too
thing
musically.
It's like a first date. It is exactly like a first date. Yeah.
Because then if it's bad, you have to politely be like, hey, let's not do that again. Like,
we can do it
hey,
for
are you
fun,
free
maybe
next week? And it's like, oh, we're not doing that this week though.
Right.
Anymore. Forever.
I actually don't play music.
No.
At all. You turned me off. No.
I died.
Alex came in super fast and like learned a bunch of songs. We had to like play a show. It was like a benefit for the Lions Club.
Mm-hmm.
And my neighbor invited me to do it. And I didn't want to like, I don't know. I just moved out there and I wanted my neighbor to think I was cool. So I was like worried about it.
They put the pressure on.
Alex came in super fast and it sounded really good. I think he was like pleasantly surprised, and I don't know. He's been like a cool fan also.
Yeah.
So
a friend and supporter of the.
We have a lot of
really,
there's some really nice people. Anybody that supports local music, you're a godsend.
Yeah. Shouts out.
Thank you, like so much, because supporting local art, it's hard, especially now.
Right.
And you know, people are very negative.
Yeah.
Including me.
Duh.
Yeah, I think we all are.
The most cynical person I know.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about supporting live music, and being negative,
They come hand in hand.
Let's talk about COVID.
Oh my Jesus.
So I know you guys were performing before the shutdown, and I'm sure you had things. Did you have shows scheduled during the shutdown? I guess
Pyramid Scheme show.
Of course.
Yeah, with McWeaverton, I think.
Yeah, we had a scheme show and some. Then Bell's Brewery show we couldn't do.
Yeah, for sure.
Bell's show, that would have been really, really cool and good for us. But the same thing is like, obviously, people's lives are more important.
Right.
And like,
for sure.
It's just like,
but
it's horrible.
It's hard to look at it that way when you're super upset about not being able to play.
Yeah, but like not
or
being able
perform,
to play, it could
like
be
me.
worse.
Yes, exactly.
It's like not that big of a deal. I miss it more than anything, but at the same time, I'm like I want to play shows. I want to go see shows, but like.
You have to be real with yourself about what the situation is, and it's like, art is important, and like we need to keep making art as just for yourself, you know, as an outlet when you feel
that's exactly what I was
pent
thinking.
up energy or whatever. But it's like, as far as playing a live show, it's like, when that's a danger to other people, it's just like, it's not that hard to be like, okay, well, this clearly isn't important. What's important is like, whatever you can do to get through that. If you need to get a job, or if you need to, you know, if you can luckily get like unemployment or something to get through. So
now it's just time to
you
support.
can just survive until for sure.
Support and survive.
Hopefully everything will be open again soon. That'll be great, you know, because it is weird to even imagine. And I remember in the beginning hearing that, you know, this would play out for much longer than people were saying.
Yeah.
And like, because I remember I work in schools.
Right. And I
was in Virginia.
You're the number one to get infected. Just so at that point.
It's insane.
As being infected by, this is coming from someone who was infected by a child. They are dirty.
Yeah, they're gross.
Yeah, they do nothing but carry disease. They're like upright walking deer. Actually.
You don't believe this or not? I used to be a child. And I was a dirty boy.
Contrary to popular belief, I once was also a child and wasn't clean then either. Yuck. I was the last podcast we got talking about pedophiles, so we won't go there this time. But
Hitler and pedophiles. That's what you should call this.
I was just gonna say we already talked about Hitler, but
where is this going? Right to Hitler. And pedos.
History's a good one though.
Straight to Hitler with a pit stop at pedos.
Somehow, yeah.
You know Hitler was a pedo?
Oh,
boom.
He wasn't, but it'd be a lot
It's an
cooler
easy link. It'd be a lot cooler if you were.
Because he's dead.
Hitler fucked his dog. Hitler actually fucked his dog. True story.
Oh,
it's a cute dog.
It wasn't just a Norm Macdonald bit. This actually happened. Where was I?
Lola Bunny.
Yes. Now, would you smash?
I get why you call where is this going?
Yes.
Where is this going?
Where is this?
I
they
have
said
no
it.
They said it.
We have a counter in the bottom. if you've been keeping track.
Oh no,
we don't. We do not.
Oh no,
We don't have that graphic yet.
Fooled me.
But I will not outsource that job to someone because I don't got the money for
I
it.
do remember what Alex said about the lines though. The way he writes, it just screams for rhythm. Like it wants rhythm.
Yeah,
it's very easy just to, and that's what always it's like. It's a phenomenon of how we vibe together, and like we're like, oh, it's so weird how we get along so well.
Right.
It's just because the way he plays, it literally is peanut butter and chocolate.
Yeah.
With us.
Where's the jelly? That's what I was expecting.
Up your ass.
Right.
But so is he?
Oh no, Hunter's house. We'll list his address later. His house is vacant.
Right. Once the pod comes out, it will be too late.
Oh no.
No, actually,
House may or may not be vacant.
once the pod comes out, you're right on time.
Haley's just on the front porch with a baseball bat. Just anyone.
Just like, wait, did someone try to do the Italian accent in this one, or was that the other?
No
Dang
one
it.
has done any Italian accents.
We're not doing any accents this time.
I mean,
Okay.
But Hunter, you know what pod stands for, don't you?
I only did my Lupita accent because I can.
Penis over dinner.
Is that a POD joke?
I don't know. Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was.
We are.
Youth of a
Talking about
nation.
songs that just call for rhythm.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just
He writes that.
But-
That's pretty much what he writes.
No, honestly,
Loop on drums on that
honestly,
one.
Yeah.
that's not untrue.
We need a children's
yeah.
choir in our
But
next album.
it does-
You know any? Hit us up.
Oh wow.
It does.
About all the school shootings, just real on the
Dude,
nose, real
fuck,
bad,
man.
real.
Are you talking about the impending school shootings
I mean,
or the
all the school
past?
shootings that
Those,
haven't happened since people weren't in school.
It's like a blanket song for an
To
anthem.
school
Just
shootings, past,
guns
present,
away,
and future.
children, please.
I mean, yeah.
Open your books.
Someone will write another
Teenagers
one.
already
It'll
came out,
happen.
and it's a masterpiece.
It'll be like a new Green Day song.
So, Matt, it seems like you do a lot of maybe what it seems like open-ended kind of writing, whether it be intentional or not. Or do you just find yourself just playing what you have in your head?
Yeah,
Or are
as
you
far-
intentional about?
I mean, a lot of the stuff that we write, I've
He's
written
been practicing the
a couple
past 2
riffs.
years.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I practice. I'm trying to like get better at finger tapping. I'm trying to increase like technical skill and like things that I thought, I don't know. You see other guitarists and you're just like, oh, these people are amazing. What the fuck am I
Right.
doing? And then you're just like, oh, I need to get on this.
I
I need
should
to start
probably-
learning how
yeah.
to get better. And like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still
I
trying.
can improve.
You know?
And not that he needed to practice. I was just saying that because, like, when I started to where we are now, you've just improved so much. Like, I feel like as
Well,
a band
thank
we
you.
have,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
like,
yeah.
you especially, just like your guitar writing has just, it's amazing.
Well, dude, it's cool. That's very kind.
Gay boy.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of love on this
Hashtag.
couch.
Love on
A lot
this
of
couch.
love. I mean, I feel the same way about these guys. It's like they make
yeah. Don't lie
songwriting
to
super easy.
Right.
I mean, most of the other songs that we write, it's like I just write riffs that, you know, we're kind of hanging out together. And mostly it's like when you surround yourself with musicians that you respect, you like don't want to make a fool of yourself. So you're
Right.
like, I got to bring
That's-
something cool because
Yeah.
these people are capable of doing
Having
cool stuff.
talented peers around you really motivates your work in
For
general,
sure.
whatever you're doing. Comedy, I think anyone who has like artistic peers in whatever field they're doing, you want to bring something to the table that's worth bringing. How do lyrics come into play when in the writing process?
I feel like I've probably written most of the lyrics just because I guess so far it's been, I mean, mostly just separate from each other. Like we jam and kind of make songs together, and then sometimes I'll like sing made up lyrics over it to
Right.
get like a vocal idea, and then
Yeah.
after that it's like I'll listen to what we made on like a, you know, iPhone recording, and then it's like if there's something that comes through, I'll try to use it.
Right.
And if not, then it's like, if the melody's cool, then I'll try to make some lyrics for it. And if not, then it's like, whatever, we played a cool song and I sang a dumb melody and like
Yeah.
I got to come up with something new or whatever. But as far as like the harmonizing and everything, like Alex has done that, you know, stuff super well. And like, it's nice to not have to like teach someone what, you know, Alex just like knows how to harmonize and make it sound good,
Right.
you know? So like, that's nice to have. And, yeah, I mean, it's been super easy, I think, on all of us, and like tracking was super easy. We did it in, you know, a room in my house, and like,
Why does it sound like just making music for you guys just comes naturally
It's
or something?
hard. That I know. Like this band is actually kind of like it's hard. Yeah, it sucks that it's so easy sometimes. No, seriously.
No, I
Talking about
understand.
it makes you sound like, back in the day, I used to do it like 20 hours a day, 15 days a week, and what I mean, it just comes natural, bro.
Yeah.
And that's how it does literally sound. But it's like, man, we're a Disney couple, and we nothing goes wrong.
Yeah.
We're just like Harry and Meghan.
Yes. You
Or
guys
like-
are a Disney
yeah.
couple if it was a throuple and no longer on Disney.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I mean.
Disney minus.
Yes.
Showing
Oh!
Hunter's house tonight. Oh, sorry.
Hunter's House.
As many
Part one.
times as I can tie back to that, I will.
It's on the Disney.
We have a lot of experience, I think, playing with other people, and like, I was lucky enough to go to Blue Lake, you were saying, and play concert band and jazz band. And,
Right.
Like,
Shout out Blue Lake Fine Arts Camp.
And I was the bass player, so usually it was just me in the band. So you can't, like, if you're in a trumpet section, no bash on trumpets, but sometimes you can hide a
Right.
little bit in your section. But
Yeah.
if you're just the only drummer in jazz band, you're the only bass player in jazz band, the only
Right.
pianist, the rhythm section, the guitar, it's like you stand
Yeah.
out. So it was just, I feel like I was training for stuff like this my whole life without realizing it, osmosis and all that.
Yeah.
And just like jamming with people when I was young, I was able to be around a lot of people and just be able to jam. And
Yeah.
when you practice like that, then eventually it's just second nature.
Yeah, knowing how to
'cause all
hold
of us
your
have put in
own.
thousands of hours.
Right.
And so like I wasn't like good when I started.
Right.
But
And
now I'm like, okay.
You
it's fine.
put in a lot of the hours individually, like working on your practice, but also collaboratively.
It pays off and collaboratively, yeah.
Because once you like know how to operate with chemistry or identify chemistry and read other people musically or just their personality,
You learn enough songs, you'll know where a song is going.
exactly, yeah, and
You can
you
guess where
pick up on
someone's
a
taking
rhythm,
it.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Like I mean, and a lot of people have that. If you listen to just songs or like just everyday rap, whatever's on the radio, especially pop, like radio music, you can guess usually like the rest of the line once you're halfway through, just because of rhyming schemes and things like that. And newsflash, those songs aren't terribly complex usually if it's on the radio. Sad to say, I'm mainly speaking of 104.5 and
Shout
why am
out,
I getting
friend of the channel.
Yeah, friend of the pod.
I actually work for 104.5, and I'm here to tell you that we play incredibly complex tunes. You wouldn't
incredibly
believe.
diverse and complex music.
Boing, 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 boing.
The Baroque era offers many complex tunes that we
rich
do not play here at
material
WSX, but we could
But we could if we
because
wanted
they're on
to.
our library.
Ah,
Thank you for dropping the,
People don't ask.
WSNX.
Sorry, everyone. Don't hire me, WSNX. Never mind.
Fire
don't
me.
hire me.
I don't know
Fire
where
me
we're
right
going.
now if I'm on your team. No, I mean, it's like
yeah.
there's something cool about simplicity. It's like if you can write,
It's catchy.
like there's Bob Dylan songs that are just like what's coming up. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna be the G again, but it's like
Right.
it's awesome. There's good lyrics. Like he put a cool spin on the way he's singing it. It's like it's just
Like
it's
a great unknown.
right, or just like a weird voice,
Yeah,
even
no,
just
Yeah.
someone
no.
having a voice that's different and just
Right.
not trying to blend in to sound like what's cool and
You can
sexy at the time.
yeah, you're
It's
gonna
like I don't
find
want to be
what-
a radio cool voice.
yeah, you're gonna
And I don't
find what
think
makes
we are- I
yourself
mean-
unique.
We
I'm a
kind of have
radio
our
cool
own
boy.
thing. I don't
Speak
know.
for
It's like
yourself.
That's Cool Boy Alex, if I know one.
Radio Cool Boy.
Radio,
That's really funny.
Radio Cool Boy.
The WIC did play us, so that's nice.
There you
That's
go.
always
Shouts
nice.
out.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
always nice.
WIC.
Shout out. Thank
Yeah.
you.
What's the radio dial on that? What's the I don't know how you guys
88.1.
88.1.
It's my favorite one because there's always like a bunch of dead air and people breathing loud. I love that radio station so much. I love
It's
hearing
raw.
people. I love real people being on the air.
Yeah,
I
no,
genuinely
seriously,
mean that.
I
It's
feel
very
the same.
fun.
It's my favorite. I mean, it's the only radio
They-
station that plays music
play
that I
Clint
want
Eastwood.
to hear. Like,
Right.
They play an edited version of Clint Eastwood.
Yes.
And they
Yes.
turned it down when it got to all the curses. And they were
Yes.
just like,
Amazing.
sorry about that. I was laughing so like they were like, we didn't realize that wasn't the radio edit. I was like, that's God. No one would have known. I wonder if they would have get in trouble for that.
Right. Well, I don't
You
think
know?
they have. Well, if they were conscious of it, they're probably conscious of their demographic.
I mean, someone would probably
Maybe.
complain, but for the most part, it's like everyone who listens to WYCE does it because it's like, oh yeah, this is the music that I actually want to hear on the radio instead of literally everything else on the radio.
Exactly.
And it's like, it's the only good radio station, and it's a great radio station. Like, I like 88.9 too sometimes, like some classical jams.
Right.
But
I was going to say,
like, if you're trying to listen to new music that you don't know.
Jake, what were you on? WTHS?
Yeah.
Was that 80... 89.9.
Yeah.
Shout out Hope College. That was all. That
There's
was
that one.
that was-
Blue Lake Public Radio is another okay station.
For sure.
I was
Any
just
of
trying to
those
relate with radio.
any
Yeah.
small station for sure.
great.
Not
There's some good ones in
not like
Michigan.
WICE is the only one, but I guess like any
Only one
station
about
run by actual people is
It's
like,
my
fun.
only one.
Yeah.
Am I the only one? Who walked through the fire with you? Anybody name that? Melissa Etheridge? She looks like Jodie Foster, kind of. Melissa Etheridge.
Melissa Etheridge
Oh
does
my
look like
God.
Jodie Foster.
Mm-hmm.
Jodie Foster's better.
Jodie Foster.
Well, I mean,
Agreed.
what's my opinion hold? You know, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I think she's listening.
She never launched off in that spaceship.
That
It never left.
Never left.
Contact is
never
so
left.
good,
Never
bro.
left.
Can we talk about Contact?
Contact
How
is a
good?
great movie.
That
All
opening
right.
shot.
Hit her head, dude.
Let's
That's what
take a
happened.
moment.
She hit her head.
The alien, was inside her all the time. It was just herself.
now, was this a group
was her
viewing?
dead
Because
dad,
you
dude.
all
I
seem to
mean,
have
yeah, it's like
very
a-
similar
I mean,
theories.
we have
We've never talked about
Contact.
before,
I'm
but
so
somehow
glad
we
we're
all have a
fans of it.
strong,
Yeah.
So
I
that's
saw
the
that
reason
already.
we're a
It's such a
band.
good
We all
movie.
love
Exactly.
Contact.
I was gonna
Carl
ask
Sagan loved that movie.
Carl Sagan.
He loved that
amazing
movie.
movie.
Shout out.
Shout out.
We'll put his handle right
If
here.
an alien made itself look like my dad, I'd be like, no, I want to see your alien form.
Same
I know what
thing.
my dad looks like.
Same.
It's like Galaxy
I've
Quest
seen this. Yes. Yeah.
when they show their true forms.
Shout out Tim Allen.
Yeah, Tim Allen. Fuck Tim Allen.
Oh, dude.
Well, we were looking for Tim Allen to be on the show, but I don't think he will be.
Should have cut that drop.
Yeah. Yes. Where are?
Did we have a fuck Tim Allen?
No, we had yeah. Thank you. And I still don't know if it was Tim Allen or Jake doing that.
It was Tim Allen.
Okay, but it was pretty good. I thought so. You guys hear that?
It was good Tim Allen doing Tim
Yeah,
Allen.
we had a few drops, but we don't have them anymore. Or we'll figure something out. I am working on. You guys excited for tax return time to come
The
around?
stimmy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that stimmy.
I
though,
mean, it's
too.
around the same time.
We're all waiting on the stimmy.
Yeah.
I love that meme, dude.
Is what I'm hearing
Yeah.
from my bank.
It's
Dude opened up his
Wednesday, my
ramen
dudes.
noodles, and he's like,
Hell
"Oh, the stimmy opened up." He taped him back up.
Next time.
Next time, until 2 months from now.
Yeah. They'll be just as good.
So I signify COVID ending, quote unquote.
Did you just call it right now?
no,
The
yeah.
First one?
With the stimulus, I think the world, being the U.S. government, will start to gradually care less about COVID stuff. And I think a lot of it's going to be the restrictions and the aid is all going to get pushed to the side. And then we're going to be back to normal or operating maybe close to normal when it comes to capacities. Do you guys see yourselves performing at the first availability? Do you know what I mean?
You know, I feel like it's gonna be so hard to get a show.
Yeah.
I feel like I might be wrong, but I feel like everybody's gonna be trying to get a show.
I definitely know what you mean, though.
and I
Unless you're
feel
a
like
cover
it's going to be
band.
really, really, really
Yeah.
hard to
Wait,
get a show.
what'd
at
you
first.
say?
Unless you're a cover band, like right now, cover bands are playing right now.
So
Yes. I was going to say, there's
Michigan.
bands
There's
that are
people
playing
playing
right
right
now.
now, do we make a shift? Do we make a shift as a group? And you know, I can even
Oh, we
I can
start a
join
cover
you
band
guys
right now?
Yeah, and we can be a cover band.
What's that song?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, like,
What's
I'm
the
gonna start
roller
doing
skating
cover
song?
comedy. I'm gonna do Bill. I'm Bill Burr now.
I'm so
You're
excited.
making it harder.
Yes, you making it hard.
I would
for
be in a
me.
90s cover band. That's the only cover band I would be in.
A next.
I
next
could do a
cover band.
90s cover
Oh,
band.
90s.
I don't know. It's like, I don't
Kurt
think.
Cobain.
do
Everybody
90s
was
I
hip
don't think seriously, though. Like,
do
for a
90s
show,
hip hop
like-
and R&B covered in alternative.
If I do
Okay.
cover
I mean, we would
band,
be a really diverse group.
we'd
I
have
think
to do
so.
video game cover bands. Anything else is just like,
Oh, video game songs would be fun. I mean,
Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack. Boom. Where's
oh,
the there you
dude.
go.
That
I
Those
think
would
Free's
make
the
for
best
interesting shows, definitely.
We could just like have a punk rock show and we're doing all Tony Hawk Pro Skater music.
One. Get a projector, have
Those
the
songs
PS
are all
hooked up.
nostalgic to me, so that would all be amazing.
Right.
And I'm sure a bunch of people feel the same. It's like anyone who grew
But can
up
you do
with-
like an NHL or a Madden
all
album
the songs
soundtrack?
from that? No.
Don't wanna be an American, yeah.
There's
Billy
a lot of
Talent
Fallout Boy
and,
in
like,
there too.
Yeah, for sure.
Fallout Boy's on Madden 07. I know specifically.
And then we just like we have like an extended band like an orchestra or something. It's like start doing like Guitar Heroes, like playing Jordan and Dragon Force and shit like that.
Yeah, or like Halo. You guys can cover Halo soundtrack.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like we're gonna cover like
It's from a good
some
it's from a
weird
video game.
the Dark Souls theme.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Mostly, yeah. I kind of just like want to recreate Final Fantasy music through
Yeah.
like rock and any other genre.
We jammed that Final Fantasy VII theme
We're
a couple
still going,
times.
dude.
Yeah.
We got more to go. We got more
Yeah,
to go with that
for sure. I mean, the world theme from Final Fantasy VII is beautiful. If you don't like that, you just don't like good songwriting.
So you don't chew Big Red.
Best piece has got to be One Winged
You're
Angel, though.
Oh, for sure.
Which I
mean,
just played
hate
Kingdom Hearts 1 again
arpeggios.
and beat Sephiroth. If you've never played Kingdom Hearts, it's worth playing just to fight Sephiroth. It's like the coolest thing in the world.
So much video game talk between the three of you, and I can easily not just the video games, but also the very, very hard opinions on Contact and
Pop culture in general, man.
yeah. I was gonna say it seems like you, and no offense, Matt, but I wouldn't expect it from you to have a hard stance on anything. But you
on Contact? I have.
on
Yeah, I have some-
Contact, on content, I see you having a very hard stance. But on just people in general, you're like, come or go. Maybe it's just it's a it's a laissez-faire attitude. I just
Laissez-faire.
read. Yeah. Thank you for correcting my French. Correcting.
I've been watching The Boys a lot.
I
and
can't
there's a
speak
character called
English.
Frenchie, so I know what's up.
So
I
Alex
pick it
knows
up, and he's
French.
Israeli, so I
took
I
French
follow
in
his
high school
Instagram,
once.
so
So I kind of get it.
I kind of get it.
But
And look, I'm friends with a Mexican and an Asian.
yeah, or whatever.
You guys didn't even ask what I am. You didn't even care what percent Mexican I was.
Matt, I was getting there.
Okay.
I had to wait for Loveless to answer the question.
I even told you I took a 23andMe. I have like the exact
Yeah, you are-
percentages.
Okay, you are 5 things. What are they?
Oh, man,
German's
I'm a-
one of them, obviously.
Yeah, Dutch and German,
Yeah.
Those are the
French,
main two.
English. There's one more.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm
Yeah.
most of those things too. So
things.
yeah, yeah. I think we're all you. So
I mean-
now are you me?
Yes. Collectively, I think we're all one living organism sharing
Separation
this
is an illusion.
experience
Oh, yeah.
through time and space. And at the end, when the universe collapses upon itself and everything's solidified into a single unmeasurable thing, we will be together at last.
The singularity.
That's our
Neon Genesis
contact
Evangelion.
religion.
Yeah.
We're here. Yeah.
So yeah,
Join us.
you were wondering why we're so connected.
Yes.
This is why.
Death is an illusion, and so
Yeah.
You know,
is
she
ants.
literally made herself
Yeah.
like irrelevant when she said they should have sent a poet. Then yeah, they should have.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Go home. Anyways, and I know this is a tough question for even an individual artist to answer, and so as a collaborative group, I'm sure it'd be hard to land on the same answer. But I will ask you all, what do you want to do with music? What do you find is like the purpose for creating music or creating art, and what do you want to do with your medium? I'll open the floor now.
Yeah. I mean, I guess for me personally, it's like I just want to hone the skills that we have and try to make like the best music that we can, and like playing live shows is a part of that, I guess, too, because I guess that's like the most authentic representation of your music to me.
Right.
So it's like, I guess, just getting better and growing together as a band, and like I guess you know, whether or not like success comes from outward measurements or like inward, it's like I don't know, I'd like to play cool shows. I would like to sell records or like get streams or things like that.
Right.
But I mean, more importantly to me, it's like I want to make music that like I'm proud of, and when we're done making it, like I want to listen to it as a fan. Like not, it's like I
Right.
want to make stuff that I think I would, enjoy listening to in the future. And like, I don't know. I think that's kind of it for me. What do you guys think?
Oh, chicks and dicks, baby.
Well, about
No,
that C and D.
Chicks with dicks, bro.
Chicks with dicks, baby.
That's
Funky or
A lot of love on this
Thailand,
couch.
not
Just a
Taiwan.
lot
We've
of-
been over this.
Hey, you wouldn't believe how many people you tell
Have
you
dicks?
live in Taiwan also have dicks, but no one knows.
you
It's
wouldn't
like
believe how many people have
Taiwan, Thailand. It has a T in the name. It's
Yeah.
like I find like
Tyler?
it's just so
So-
real.
So confused.
Taiwan, Thailand,
If
Tyler.
you tell anyone you're from any Asian country, they're just like China. Cool, gotcha.
China. Yeah, gross.
That's everyone in America.
Yeah.
Oh, you're from there?
King of the Hill.
Yeah,
yeah.
so are you
Yeah.
Chinese or
So, yeah.
Japanese?
Lay Ocean, stupid.
I am from Lao.
Dude, he nailed that.
Chinese or
So
Japanese?
spot on.
Yeah.
I mean,
So funny.
there's no willingness to learn of like anything
Yeah.
new. It's
You're not listening to my question. So are
there's
you
the
Chinese
two.
or
There's
Japanese?
Chinese or Japanese.
Oh my god. Mitsubishi. They made the planes that bomb Pearl Harbor. God, that shit's so funny.
Oh man, we're back to World War II.
Man, we got an
back,
accent.
and we're
man.
back. No, I'll answer the question there
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
I since Brother Adams, I've like with my daughter had a new purpose on music. My daughter's fully blind and at birth, and it's kind of put myself in a position where because I'm teaching her music, I teach her how to play drums and all these things to help her vocabulary in life.
Right.
And now I'm like kind of compelled to write music for blind people. And I started with Brother Adams, this album here, where we enter the album in a cabin. You hear the door creaking, all these things. Like, what brings you
Right.
back to a memory? For a blind person, it's probably sound,
Yeah.
smells.
Sound and smell.
So,
Can
like,
you put a
what
smell
can
in
I
an
do?
album?
Dude, one day, smell-o-vision. Like
You will smell what
yeah.
I am
There's
cooking.
One day.
Snapchat. Why can't there be smell chat?
Dude, saying I want to fart into a Snapchat and send it
Send
to
it
my
my
phone.
friends,
Like, yeah.
Quit farting into your phone,
like
love
this
list. This is
sound
how you
of
got pink
Block
eye.
for that. Yeah. It's like a hate
got
crime in the
digital pink
future
eye.
or something. Some horrible thing.
No, karma.
Biological weapon.
Karma will
Yeah,
play out.
yeah,
Karma will
right.
play out due to a bacterial infection.
But all in all, no matter what he writes, I'm going to try to do some sound bites. I'm always going to be trying to do something to viscerally bring you to a place.
Yes, I love that painting a picture audibly. Right. And
Music is the painting of pictures.
I hope
Canvas of silence.
I hope not only blind people but also blind
Everyone,
people can enjoy your
and
music.
People who aren't blind, they're hopefully tripping on mushrooms.
Us.
And they will help. That will help you too.
See, and I'm here for the deaf people.
Can you actually? can you actually just put that at this album is made for blind people and or tripping on mushrooms?
That's what we were going to call it before Bad at Math. I was like, that's too long.
It kind of gets
too
it across.
It won't. It just won't fit on the case.
Queens of the Stone
right
Age.
enough.
Super great.
Music for deaf people. That's a different.
Yes,
Oh,
music
right,
for deaf
yeah.
people. That is a good album.
I will say so far the personal reviews from people who've been tripping on mushrooms listening to our music fairly
Got 'em.
positive.
We got
fairly
'em.
positive.
I don't think there's any higher praise of possible.
It
than-
is really like
That's what I think.
you
Yeah.
don't want to kill someone's vibe. Like
Right.
if someone's having a good time and
about-
they put your music on and then they're like,
It enhances
Yeah.
the vibe.
ooh.
That brings you to the likes of Pink Floyd.
Yeah, we are. Pretty much.
Our next show
Cultural
is at
impact
Pompeii
everything.
and
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Now, do you guys feel you're more of like a Grateful Dead or Pink Floyd?
Imagine if like Grateful Dead and Pink Floyd got together in a band and toured around together forever.
That's like asking me if I'm
And then they
Nickelback or
never
Creed.
got old and then it was 2021.
That's me.
That's not what we sound like. Sorry, that's
like
just
asking-
Alex's muse
yeah.
joke again.
That's like ask. I know it. I'm not trying to Coble you, Alex, but I appreciated. Oh. That's like asking me to choose between Nickelback and Creed.
Oh.
I think I've said this
We all know
before,
what I'd pick.
but like once again, it's worth repeating. There was a kid in my Spanish class freshman year of high school that said, and I quote, "I hate Creed. They're just a cheap imitation of Nickelback." and
Creed better.
I had never been so hurt and confused that you would put either of them above each other, because that means you're elevating either of them.
Well, can you take me higher?
Yeah.
You should have took him higher off the roof of that school.
I was say that drummer's actually pretty good in that band. That's too bad he was in that band. He forever has like a mark on his resume.
Song. You want to talk about roller skating songs? Can you take me higher?
That was
anyways,
real song.
Well, I heard.
Unbutton your shirt.
That's a couple skate song.
Where my
Let it
dad's
blow
aftershave.
in the wind. Yeah.
The news today. They got one of those great CGI music videos where there's like
Oh, they're gonna say CGI
meteors
voices.
falling from the
Yes.
sky, and he's
Yeah,
just
dude.
like
It's the rapture.
open shirt. It's great.
That was also the era of the rock bands. Like the music videos was rock bands in a field in the rain.
Yeah.
That's
It was either that or they'd be like on a volcano or like in like Sum 41 and what is it? System of a Down. System of a Down has one that's like all like cracked earth and they're like
Yeah.
at a plateau and it's just like what people. It's like CG just came and was affordable and people are like, let's do it.
We got a green screen,
We got a
folks.
green screen. Oh God.
Speaking of, Alex, you got a green screen, right?
I do, and I make music videos just like that.
I don't know how much more I want to get into. Where are we at? What are we doing?
Hour and 15.
Ah, fuck, you guys are
No one's
great
gonna
to
watch
talk
it. I'm
to.
just kidding.
Nobody's gonna see this.
We buried all the Hitler stuff in the middle. They'll never know the secrets.
Alex, what is your personal goal or motivation with music
Oh wow.
besides the passion?
Oh yeah, it's just like, I mean, it's just an output.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a creative outlet. It's something I'm actually okay at.
Right.
So I like that. It's a way to connect with people non-verbally,
Definitely.
which I'm better at, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something. It's a form of communication. It's a language, and that
Right.
really fascinates me. And it's also a universal language because I was lucky enough to go overseas for a bit and work with kids all over there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you can communicate through kids a lot, and that's how people learn languages much easier as they listen.
Listen to
listen
song.
to that music in that
Yeah.
language. It helps you just immerse yourself in that culture. So
Right.
like, I just feel lucky that I have like working hands and stuff and like all that, and I can even do stuff. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just happy to.
I'm just happy to be here.
here.
Guys. Chicks and dicks, baby.
Chicks and dicks.
Hit me
Hey.
up. My number.
Forgot my original motivation.
I gotta pee so bad.
Okay, we can wrap up here.
You want to wrap it?
We can. I'm gonna
Couches
pee.
filled with something more than love.
Okay. All right.
So Nordy, you can find their album "Bad at Math" on Spotify. Check them out on Bandcamp. Nordy.bank. Yeah. Nordy.bandcamp.com. And anything else you guys would like to plug?
No, I guess thanks to everyone who had a hand in the album. Thanks to you guys for
Of course.
having us out here. I know James who
yeah, shout out to
mastered
James
it.
who mastered it. Yeah.
For sure.
Shout out to my Muslim brother. Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
For sure.
Assalamualaikum
He
salam.
did an amazing job.
Right.
So that was cool. I guess John Sinkovich for getting our music on at WICE and WICE for playing it. And
Shouts to
Or
Weiss.
Tech over here.
yeah, Jake
Shouts
for
to
having
Jake.
us
So
out
great.
here.
Thank
This
you
is
so
so
much.
nice.
Thanks
This
for
place is
hosting.
so sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you
Everyone
guys
out
so
there
much.
who's using it as their vessel to make their creative trips a little bit more, bit of a journey.
Yes.
It's for you.
Enjoyable
Shout out to you.
or
Yeah.
All of you.
textured.
Yeah.
Hey, you texture your next medical trip. We'll say medical to
It has to be. It's,
laws and stuff.
Yeah.
You texture your next medicinal trip with "Bad at Math" by Nordy. Available on Spotify, Apple,
we won't fail
Yeah,
you.
Oh yeah.
Anywhere that's streaming.
available on
Sure.
iTunes.
Amazon.
You will find it. But thank you guys so much for listening and watching. If you're watching, please subscribe. Subscribe and hit the bell thing so you know when we're got a new video. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at @the_HunterMiles and find Nordy on Facebook and Spotify. Follow these artists. And now a song from Nordy.
You punch it at 8:30 every morning, except you punch it at 7:30 following a business holiday, plus it's a Monday, then you punch it at 8 o'clock. Punch it late, And they dock it. Wisconsin 7, Mr. Methuselah. Incoming articles, get a voucher. Outgoing articles, provide a voucher. Too many articles without a voucher, and they dock you. Take this off the secretarial pool on 3. ASAP. Letter size of green voucher. Fuller size of yellow voucher. Partial size of maroon voucher. This is for Morgatron. Cha-cha. Angular voucher. And they dock you.
With an endless cloud of dust encircling us, with the garbage piled up to the sun, we're the best in everyone never was. Where the rest of everyone was half paying attention to some sentence carrying on. When all you need is love, and all your love is gone.
Angular voucher, and they dock you. 678-7049-6. That's your employee number. It will not be repeated. Without your employee number, you cannot get your paycheck. All right, then go back to 27. Return a waiver. Do not return without a signed wager. Office mail is stolen 37. Intro. Office mail is 37.
When the AI intellect became sentient, when the day